Jackson Radio Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Kevin Jackson here. Want to give birthday wishes out to my eldest son, Ethan, who just turned 28 years old. I know you people are, Kevin, how could you possibly have a son 28 when you're 33? I know. Yeah, and I'm a bit older. It's always funny, people, they get my age wrong because I look younger than I am, possibly because I have a 10-year-old and he keeps me younger than my years. I don't know why. Black don't crack. What? What do you want me to say? You youngsters in there. By the way, you guys look older than I do. Seriously. I come to work and go, I feel like I should be calling you guys sir. Oh, what are you, 30? Yeah, man. Hard living. Rode hard and put up wet, as we used to say in the country. I'm just messing with you, man. Y'all look good. You look good. It'll hold for another 4 or 5 years. Don't worry about it. Everybody can't be pretty like me. Come on. What do you expect? Yeah, as I like to tell people, I have a face for radio, which isn't really true. I'm actually kind of cute. I used to be handsome. My older brothers would say to me, my cousin and my brother, if we were going to go out somewhere, they'd say, yeah, let's make sure we bring Kev because, the girls are going to like Kev. And I used to think, this was like a compliment. Like, yeah, I'm kind of cute, but it was more personality. I didn't realize it was personality they were talking about. Anyway, hey, I told you guys, on November the 4th and the 5th, I'll be co-hosting Fox and Friends. And I need you guys to watch the show, tweet with me, comment, do whatever, because here's what I say this. That's what they like. I don't really care. If I get a gig at Fox and Friends on the weekend, congratulations to me, but congratulations to the conservative movement, because it will have been 8+ years culminating with, a gig with Fox. And there's some life-changing events that occur. You get a little bit more money, whatever, and more notoriety, but quite frankly, I'm okay. I'm cool with the notoriety I have. But I will consider it a win for us in the sense that, I want the people to see conservatism delivered differently. Not the way I've seen it delivered, day in and day out on many shows. And certainly not the way I see leftism presenting us on these other shows. We need somebody that's going to create controversy that the other people are going, whoa, that dude's making sense. They need to be using my clips. It's funny. We go out, my team, and we look at the memes that get created over different folks and the videos. There's one, I won't say who it is, but there's a group. No matter how great I knock it out of the park on Fox, they never post my videos. Conservative group. And I find out that somebody that they like to promote doesn't like me. By the way, I've never even met this person. Never met him. How could you, if you said, I don't like him. Like people tell me all the time, Kevin, I don't like Juan Williams. And I go, why? Because his politics differ from what yours are? Juan Williams is a nice guy. He is. I've met Juan many times. He's very nice. His politics are crazy, but he's a nice guy. So I can't stand him. You can't stand his politics. I get that. I can't either. But Juan and I have had some interesting conversations. He always ends up going, having to rethink it. I've never done that with him, but he's a nice guy. But people, I don't like him. So somebody doesn't like me who's never met me, a conservative, by the way, and they blacklist me on this site where they post videos, and I'm going, okay, fine. Do you think my team loses any sleep over it? No. What we looked at is, why haven't they posted any of our videos? It was like a discussion we're having a round table, and they're like, why haven't they ever posted our stuff? I don't know. And then we looked into it and figured it out. That's what we ended up getting told. So that's horrible. That's terrible. I don't get that. I just don't. Anyway, here's a couple stories real quickly. So I don't know why'd you guys put this in here? 15 New York City schools are going to go meatless on Monday. Why? Why are they going meatless? Are we now going to look at the vegans and as a special interest group or whatever? Explain to me, why would we bother? It's not a story. Hey, here's one though. Bush the elder apologizes. Former President George H.W. Bush has apologized after actress Heather Lind, L-I-N-D. If you don't know who she is, don't feel bad. I looked at it and went, oh, yeah, I think I remember her in something like a toaster commercial or something. But she's apparently an accomplished actress. And she accused him of, quote, get this. I love how they use this term because it's become so watered down. Sexually assaulting her during a screening of her AMC show. Now, what intrigued me was I know how sickly George H.W. Bush is. And so I'm going, was this like when he was in his 50s? How old is this? I thought Heather Lynn must be like a 70-year-old actress. Well, she's like 28. I don't know what her age is, but I'm telling you, she's under 30. She's not old at all. She's a very light-skinned girl, alabaster, like a porcelain doll, but she's not overly attractive. She's not ugly, but she's not overly attractive. And so this event happened 4 years ago. This alleged incident happened 4 years ago. Lynn had posed for a photo with former President George H.W. Bush. This is Bush the Elder, while promoting the AMC show Turn, Washington's Spies. All right? So I want you to imagine, here's George H.W.'s in his wheelchair, and they're doing a photo op. You've seen these, where they put people behind the backdrop, and they wheel you up. Well, in his case, wheel him up, but you go up there and everybody does the pose. I was at the event. Whatever. Well, that was what we're talking about. So Lynn wrote on Instagram that Bush, quote, sexually assaulted her. She said he touched her, quote, from behind from his wheelchair with his wife, Barbara Bush, by his side. Now, again, see, this is where leftism really irks me. He sexually assaulted. I'm presuming he grabbed her butt. He could have brushed up against her butt. The snowflake generation now is essentially anything that happens, it's devastating to me. I can't believe that his arm accidentally brushed up against my breast as we were standing in a crowded subway, or whatever. But she says, and he told a dirty joke. Then he touched her again. That is the new definition of sexual assault. Lynn claimed that Barbara Bush rolled her eyes at HW as if to say, not again. And the security guard, she says, said to her, you shouldn't have stood next to him. Now, let me tell you the significance of this story. The significance of this story is Heather Lynn wants you to believe that George H.W. Bush is the reincarnation of Harvey Weinstein. It's a deflection. Heather Lynn, first of all, if that's all that George Bush did, let's face it, what are women out there saying right now? You're going, dirty old man. I mean, okay, we've all got that uncle who's 80-something years old who goes, I don't give a crap. I'm just going to do what I want to do. And to shield people from them. You know what I mean? You're like, okay, I'll stand here next to Uncle Weirdo, and you'll stand over next to me, honey, okay? Because you don't want your girl to have to deal with it. And if she did have to deal with it, she would just move his hand back and go, and then whisper to him, you dirty old fart, or whatever. But no, leftists got to freak out. Such are the times, isn't it? Isn't it? We've got this distorted view of sexual assault. It was like Terry Crews, big black dude. Yeah, this producer came up to me, man. I was at a party with my wife, and he just came up. He sexually assaulted me. I was like, when I saw that story, I was like, whoa. Who was this little dude? Was this like Superman, Mighty Mouse? What did he do? Throw Terry over the sofa and, pull his pants down and have his weight? What did he do to this guy? Big old Terry Crews, muscle-bound black dude. Like 6'4", big dude. And turns out the dude walks up, grabs him by the crotch and goes, wink, 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 or whatever. I mean, look, don't misunderstand me. Don't come up and grab me by my crotch, some little dude. First of all, you're not going to get to do it. I have too much situational awareness. I'd have to have my back turned and the dude would have to reach around and go, ha ha, in which case he'd get a back kick, through the wall. But the point is, Terry Crews calls that sexual assault. No, it's not. That's a crazy little gay dude who decided he was going to poke the tiger, pardon the pun, and grab you by the naughty bits. And what do? I mean, as soon as something touches my crotch, the wind can blow against my crotch. And I'm like, whoa, wind, stop it. Don't go there. But this guy gets his crotch touched. And he's all, oh, what do you mean? And the guy just looked at me and smiled. I was appalled. I just got sexually assaulted. My wife watched it happen. You pansy. You got a dude that grabbed you by your crotch, and you should have just braced him up and said, wait, let me put it to you this way. If I'm with my lady and a dude grabs me by my crotch, I'm not waiting till the next day. I'm going to go up to him and say, what's your problem, dude? Believe me, I'm going to put him in an angle where nobody can see that the next thing I do is going to make a difference. These people, they are completely screwing up the way people visualize and see things. And I'm going to tell you even more about this in the next hour. And I'll prove it to you how things are so distorted from the left. You don't have reality anymore.
Kevin Jackson
on the Black Sphere Radio Network.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS or state? The secret to avoiding the IRS nightmare is to seek professional representation. My friends at Security Tax Associates provide the most cost-effective and ethical representation in the industry while helping to avoid seizures, levies, and wage garnishments. Security Tax Associates is here to ensure that the appropriate steps are taken to permanently eliminate any possibility of future tax burdens once and for all. For a free, no-obligation consultation, contact Security Tax Associates, 844-779-4177. That's 844-779-4177. 844-779-4177. Or visit them at securitytaxassociates.com.